Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I recorded a video, but I am back. I actually just finished my fall semester class. I did a flex term, so when I'm filming this, I just got finished, so I'm excited about that. But I thought I would do a get to know me YouTube video. So if you want to see a little bit more about me, then go ahead and keep watching. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, let's see. So I'm getting these questions off of YouTube Society. It's the get to know me tag questions. So let's see. Where do you grow up? I grew up here in Dallas, Texas. Where do you currently live? Dallas, Texas. Who is your first best friend? My first best friend, her name is Kimmy, but back then I called her Courtney, but she goes by Kimmy now. So, hi girl. How tall are you? I am 5'2". Dogs or cats? Both? I'm an animal lover, so I have to say both. Funniest moment throughout high school? Do I have a funny moment? Didn't have any funny moments. I've had embarrassing moments, but I don't think I've had a funny moment. I'm not really like a funny type of person, but I did have an embarrassing moment in high school. What year were you born? Well, leave me a comment down below how old you think I am down below, and guess how old I am, and I will definitely reply back to you if you got it right. What is your favorite drink? Starbucks, it depends on the season. I love my caramel frappuccino, my peppermint mocha hot chocolate or peppermint hot chocolate. I also love my iced chai tea latte with some almond milk or coconut milk. Wearing perfume, what scent is it? Funny question, because I actually just got some perfume from my grandma and I picked out a few because she had a box full of perfumes. So I found a few perfumes that I liked from her collection. So I believe one of them was by Dolce & Gabbana, The One, and then I believe there's one by Givenchy, Live Irresistible, and then there's one by Dior. It's the Hypnotic Poison or Poison Hypnotic, something like that. It's the red bottle. So those three right now, I really like them. I do have more. Oh, my other favorite is the Marc Jacobs Daisy. It's like a light blue type of color when you look through it in the bottle. So my favorite perfume scents. Tea or coffee? Depends. I'm just gonna go with coffee. What are your life goals? My life goals, just to try my best to live every day to its fullest. And I know that seems cliche, but it's true. And if 2020 hasn't taught you that life is very, very short, it's very, very short. I also just want to make a difference in the world, whether it's one person, 2 people, 3 people. You know, I just want to hopefully make an impact on them one day and just to make a difference. But if you want to get more general or technical, you know, one day I would like to be married and have a family. But yes, so just to make a difference in someone's life, put a smile on someone's face. What sports do you play or have you played? Basketball. Basketball, basketball, basketball. Basketball, basketball, basketball. I'm such a sports fanatic, I swear. Have any books you read changed your life? One I read during quarantine is by Catherine Schwarzenegger Pratt, The Gift of Forgiveness. It's about around 20 different stories. She interviewed different people and, you know, their take of forgiveness. So it's a great book, so I recommend that you read that one. So that one's my favorite one. Opened my eyes and gave me a broader sense of the word forgiveness. So I just recommend that you guys check that book out. But I'll leave it in my description box if you guys want to go and check that out. What is your favorite movie? That's hard because I like my rom-coms, my sports movies, and all my action movies. So I guess if we're going to do by category, rom-com, I have to do Sweet Home Alabama, okay, with Reese Witherspoon and Josh Lucas. That line, I swear, gets to you all the time. My mom is always like, you already know that movie by heart, by script. I'm like, so? Classic movies from like TCM, Turner Classic Movies, Me and St. Louis, Singing in the Rain, White Christmas. So I'm pretty all around type of girl when it comes to movies and TV shows. So just anything that catches my eye, but if I had to pick something, that would be rom-com. I'm just a hopeless romantic at heart. But the one thing I can't watch by myself is scary movies. I would have to watch that with somebody, because then I'll be like, what's that? Where's that sound coming from? I'll be like, what is that? So I'll just be getting so paranoid if I watch something by myself that's super scary. Avengers, Justice League, I Remember the Titans, Miracle, The Blind Side. So, I mean, I can go any way. Your favorite YouTubers? Wow, okay. I have to give a shout out to Nicole Guerrero. It's Judy time, her and her husband Benji. I remember also watching Ingrid Nielsen, aka Miss Glamorazzi. She was one of the first YouTubers I watched. Of course, Desi and Katie. You have Makeup by Shayla. You have Manny. You have Jeffree Star, Jaclyn Hill. So those are just to name a few. Oh, also Jen Im as well. So I love her sense of style. It's so unique. And Michelle Phan, of course, because I love her cosmetic lines. I love how she loves Sailor Moon and her anime, and Sailor Moon just brings me back to childhood memories, so I like that. Let's see, do you speak any languages and how well? I do not speak any languages besides English. I can speak Tagalog, which is one of the dialects in the Philippine language. I can understand it more than I can speak. In high school, I used to take American Sign Language. I don't really remember much anymore. I can still fingerspell and do the alphabet, but I can try to do the very basic things in ASL, but it's kind of one of those things, if you don't practice it, you lose it, so, you know. Are you single or taken? I am taken. What is your idea of your dream date? I would love to do an outdoor picnic or a drive-in movie theater, just something simple, something where it's just us two. I would like to do something outdoors, kind of like nature, do something like the Grand Canyon, Yosemite Park, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So just something just to some R&R, take a break, clear our minds, just something nice, simple. How long was your longest relationship? This one that I'm currently at, 6 years. How would you describe your fashion sense? I would say classic and simple, and I feel like my fashion sense over the years have changed. If it was like a few years ago, I would say, oh, my style depends on my mood, it's eclectic, but I've noticed that you can't go wrong with, you know, your main basic pieces, black, whites, neutrals. You can just mix and match with anything. You can mix those neutrals with a nice pop of a print or a color. So I just love a good basic staple. What is your go-to hairstyle? This right here. I washed my hair yesterday and I blowed it out, but so it's blown out, it's straight. I styled it a little bit, but this is my go-to hairstyle. I'm pretty low maintenance with my hair. If it's wash day, then I'll just air dry it for the most part. Unless I have to go somewhere, then I'll blow dry it, style it, that type of thing. How many siblings do you have? 0. What is your go-to fast food order? Oh man, it depends from where I'm going. but for the most part, I'll order, you know, some type of chicken strips or some type of tacos. I really love Mexican food, so I love my enchiladas, I like my tamales, my street tacos. Can't go wrong with that. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I use a Mac. Your most memorable childhood memory? My most memorable childhood memory, I remember I was probably around like 7, 8, around that age. I remember every summer for like about, you know, 3 or 4 years, my family would always go to Orlando to Disney, and we would make a big whole family trip with it. We would see Magic Kingdom and Epcot, Animal Kingdom, all that stuff. So it was really nice to look back, and I believe my family also recorded it too, you know, the big ol' recorders, you know. So, and my family turned it to a VHS, so I still have those, and sometimes I'll go and watch it back, you know, be like, oh my gosh, that was me. I had my cousin, my aunts and my uncles go, so it was just a nice family bonding time to do that over the summer. What are your morning and evening routines? My morning routines: wake up, eat breakfast, work out, and then head to work, or depending what time I'm working, morning or nights. And then my evenings, get comfortable, rinse off, do my skincare routine, eat some dinner, do some homework or just editing, and then relax and watch me some Hallmark movies. I love Hallmark movies, and I know the plots are like all the same pretty much, but I just still like it. I'm a hopeless romantic, so that's me and my mom's thing, is watching Hallmark movies. Like, we watched like almost all of the Christmas movies this year because I DVR'd them. So, have any bad habits? Yes, I can be impatient. I have a bad habit of also biting my nails. That's why I get them done. One thing about you that we wouldn't know. I used to dance, and I used to dance ballet and jazz, and I also played instruments. I play the piano, the guitar, and the flute. Sports, I'm a huge sports lover. I'm a huge sports fanatic, from basketball to football to college sports. I'm a girly girl who loves sports. What theme parks have I been to? Six Flags, Disney World, Disneyland. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Anything chocolate, anything that has chocolate in it. I have Brahms here in Dallas, so I usually get a double dip sundae. So yummy. And I can eat ice cream 365 days a year. What was your dream job as a kid? A veterinarian. What is your favorite sports team? The Dallas Mavericks, of course. How many countries have I traveled to? Ooh, that's a good question. I've been to quite a few, and I'm grateful and blessed that my parents would let me tag along with them. We've been to Europe together. We did a European tour. We've done a Scandinavian cruise a couple years ago where we visited Russia, Copenhagen, Norway. We've also been to Spain. We've been to Cozumel, the Grand Caymans, Canada. Always wanted to have a big map, one of those Mary-Kate and Olsen movies, they threw the dart to see where they would go on their next adventure or for their next movie. So that's why I want a big map where I can just be oh, I went here, I've been here, this is where I want to go to. It'd be nice to have. Who is your celebrity crush? Well, maybe cheesy, but I have 2 lists. I have my celebrity crush, my actor's crush, and then I have my athlete list. So I have 2, but that's just a long list, and then this video is I'm gonna be here forever just telling you who my celebrity crushes are, but I'll give you just a few. The Hemsworth brothers, Chris and Liam. You also have Ryan Gosling, you have Chris Evans, you have Dak Prescott, you have Luka Doncic, there's just, who else? Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. So those are just to name a few, but trust me, okay? I have a lot more. Let's see. Do you have any pets? Show them to us. Yes, I do. His name is Bruce. We got him from this family because I believe they were about to downsize and he was just too big for where they were going to go next. And he's a pretty big baby, but I'll leave a picture here just so you guys can take a look at him. What are your pet peeves? My pet peeves or blinker, like their signal when they're about to turn left or right. I hate when people do not do that. It drives me crazy. Tell us about your family. So I have my mom, my dad, and my grandpa. All three are very hardworking. They're very sweet, loving. They love to crack some jokes. They like to be sarcastic. They just like to tease each other. A really great family around me. Is your favorite color purple? Have you been to any concerts or festivals? Which were the most memorable? I've always wanted to go to Coachella, but I've been to a lot of country concerts these past few years. Me and my boyfriend, that's like one of our things is concerts, but with this whole pandemic going on, I don't see that happening anytime soon. We went to go see country artists like Carrie Underwood, Blake Shelton, Miranda Lambert, Keith Urban, Eric Church, Bruno Mars. So those are just to name a few. We still plan on attending concerts whenever this thing ends and we can get back to our lives. What are your favorite values in friends? Loyalty, honesty, communication. You guys, communication is so important with everything. I'm not going to get into detail about it, but me and one of my friends, we had a heart-to-heart during quarantine, and we just talked it out, we hashed it out, and both of us are working on our friendships, together. So if you're worried about a certain relationship or a friendship, ask them to sit down and talk with you, whether it's FaceTime or over the phone or do it in person. But just communicate and talk it over with. What social media are you addicted to? Instagram. Oh my goodness. What is the biggest struggle you overcame? Probably this one that I can think of right now on the top of my head. I'm such an introvert, so me being here on camera with you guys and letting you guys into my life and just showing you guys my personality is a big obstacle for me to get to. So just me practicing on camera or just practicing on Instagram stories and talking to you all. So I'm sure I've overcame other things, but for right now, the one thing I can think of is YouTube. Let's see. What is your star sign? I am an Aquarius, so I believe I'm an air sign. What does the last text message you received say? It's from my boyfriend. Glad you made it home safe. Love you. Do you save birthday cards and or other greeting cards? I do. I save birthday cards, my family, or from my boyfriend. What is your favorite family tradition? When is it celebrated? Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love decorating with my family, and then I love to bake. I feel like I'm a better baker than I am a cook. I can cook, but give me some flour, give me some sugar, give me some baking soda, baking powder, I'm good to go. I love to bake. What TV show are you currently watching? I am currently watching The Big Bang Theory and the new season of Grey's Anatomy. Remember your first email address. Was it embarrassing? I believe it was probably Basketball Girl 41 or Asian Girl 41, one of the two. The last time you embarrassed yourself? It was actually a couple months ago. I was at work and I was working with one of my coworkers, and I just had done using the restroom, and my coworker's like, "What's that behind you?" And I backed up in the mirror. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So I went to the back and took it out. I had toilet paper still stuck on my jeans. I guess when I got up, the toilet paper still got caught on my jeans. So that was super, super, super embarrassing. So when ladies and gents, always make sure that you are good to go, that nothing's hanging around or stuck with you after you leave the restroom. I was so embarrassed, and I already helped a couple customers that day, and I was like, oh my gosh, they probably saw it and they didn't see anything. I was so embarrassed, but good thing for my coworker, she told me. But yes, that was very, very embarrassing. Tell us a thing you've done to help someone else. To be honest, just to listen. I work in the customer service industry and I work retail. And so with 2020 and the pandemic times, all people need is just someone to listen to. And so since there's not much traffic going on at work, people who do come, you know, we start up conversations with them, you know, we try to make the connection with them. And then there's just some people, you know, who just wants to talk. And you know, it's also usually kind of like older people and the older demographic, which is like completely fine. Lending an ear to listen, they want to just talk and just to like have that human interaction. So something very simple like that, you know, you can just help someone, make someone's day. You can also pay it forward. If you're in the Starbucks line, you can pay for the car behind you. I've done that before. Also help the Salvation Army with the angel tree. Me, my family, my boyfriend, we're doing that again this year. So it doesn't have to be a big extravagant thing. It can just be something very small and simple. If you can live anywhere, where would it be? I wouldn't mind living in Canada. Canada is very, very pretty. Very pretty. It's the first thing you think of when you hear the word crust. Pie. I love pie. I want to make my own homemade pie crust, like the homemade dough. Excuse me. Buttery and flaky, like homemade dough is, like homemade pie crust is. What was the last thing you ate? Catfish. Fried catfish. What is on your bucket list? I've always wanted to do bungee jumping or skydiving. And I also wanted to, there's a certain bridge in Australia, I believe you can like walk up it and just get a nice panoramic view of Sydney. I've always wanted to do that. All right, you guys, it looks like that was my last question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and give my video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.